since we're on the subject of fake bamboozlers, let me just tell you about Ralph
Sure.
Reed real quick. Pat started the Christian Coalition back in '86, I believe. He put this guy Ralph Reed in charge of it. And when I first met Ralph, and this is in my Ralph Reed book, I said, being an ex-cop, my bullshit detector went off in my head immediately. I thought this guy is a flim-flammer. He's smarmy. He's just creepy little
Right.
dude. And boy, now people saw him for years standing up there as the last bastion of Christian conservatism for the Christian Coalition. He fought against gambling. He fought against infidelity, abortion, all these other hot topics of the day. Well, he runs the Christian Coalition into the ground. It was basically a shill for the Republican Party. He was using the resources of the Christian Coalition to help George Bush Sr. and then George W. Bush. He built up a lot of favors with the Republican Party, but he violated the law. He used a tax exempt organization that wasn't supposed to get involved. They were supposed to be an educational organization by mandate, by the IRS mandates. They were far from it. He was out there just helping the Bushes and the Republican Party and the conservative politicians. He ends up leaving the Christian Coalition like a scalded dog, getting the hell out of there because he was on the verge of getting possibly federally indicted. They were doing investigations on his illegalities. He like Pat Robertson, he didn't choose his friends wisely. Gets a hold of a guy named Jack Abramoff, who was a high-powered lobbyist at the time. Well, they were old-time buddies back from their
Hmm.
college days, and so he sends, and this is all in the Ralph Reed book. He sends Abramoff an email, says, "Hey, now that I'm not doing politics anymore, I need some help." Quote, humping in corporate accounts.
Jeez.
So Abramoff feeds him a couple of do nothing contracts. Reed was getting paid tens of thousands a month to do these contracts. Just one of the things that Reed did, he was railing against gambling. Okay, it's a Christian Coalition. He called gambling a cancer. It was stealing the food from children and destroying homes, and gambling was the worst thing to come down the pike in a long time. Raising hundreds of millions of dollars for the Christian Coalition on this platform. Gambling's a
Right.
cancer. He leaves the Christian Coalition, and Abramoff and a guy named Michael Scanlon, his business partner, and Reed, they made 60 some $1 million bilking 6 Indian tribes out of under the guise of helping support their gambling casinos. Reed made over $4 million. There was a tribe in Louisiana called the Coshada tribe, and it's confusing because there was the Louisiana Coshada tribe, and then there was a group called the Alabama
Right.
Coshada tribe. The Louisiana Coshada had a thriving casino in Louisiana. Abramoff gets a hold of them. They were doing some stuff, lobbying for them, and he gets a hold of them and says, "Hey, there's a Coshada tribe. The Alabama Coshada is going to build a casino 2 hours drive from you across the border in Texas. It's going to put a real hurt on you because it's going to steal some of your gambling customers away from you. Do you want us to mount a campaign? We got Ralph Reed. We can do a smear campaign or whatever, and we can get them shut so they can't open their doors." Oh, hell yeah, we're making $60 million a year on our casino. We don't want any competition. So Reed goes to work with Abramoff and Scanlon. They do a covert, because Reed himself used to say, "I like to be a ninja. I like to operate from the shadows. You don't know I've been there until you're in a body bag."
What
You
the
know,
hell?
and this was his mantra. This is his it's on tape. It's in the book. It's
Right.
his quote. So they build this. They work in cahoots with John Cornyn, who is the Attorney General in Texas, and also with George W. Bush, who was the governor in Texas, and he was anti-gambling in Texas, and they mount this campaign, and they end up getting the casino in Texas that the Alabama Coshada tribe was going to say couldn't open. They sabotaged them. Smear campaign. Now, you got to pay attention on this. This is lovely. This is just shows the duplicity of Ralph Reed. At the same time, there's an existing casino on the other side of Texas, 900 miles away, near El Paso, run by an Indian tribe called the Tigwa tribe. Now, they're running a casino there. They're making about 60 mil a year. But here's the difference, Michael. Their money is going to the people on their reservation, their tribe. They're paying for health care for their elderly. They're giving scholarships to the youth to get them in college. These are destitute Indian, community. Infrastructure. The casino provided jobs for the people in their community and everything. Doing a lot of good things with their gambling money. Abramoff goes to the Louisiana tribe, says, hey, we got bad news. We just found out there's a tribe running a casino over in El Paso. They're probably stealing your customers too. Do you want us to shut them down? Hell yeah, we do. So Reed starts another campaign. Now, keep in mind, this is the guy that made millions speaking out against gambling at the Christian Coalition. Now he's secretly trying to protect a gambling casino in Louisiana. Covert, behind the scenes, they shut down. They did their dirty work. The Tigwas don't have any idea it's Abramoff, Scanlon, and Reed behind this. They think it's Attorney General Cornyn and stuff. They shut down the Tigwas. They go dark.